You might be wondering why in the world the thumbnail of this video is talking about moving, and I would like to talk about that, and I will get to that in just a second. I thought you could hang out with me today and Harper as we talk about what we need to do in this house to get ready to move.
In order to move, I have to get rid of a lot of stuff because I am in no mood to move all of the things that I have in my house. When we moved to the acreage 10 years ago, we got a sea can to store some of our outdoor things, and so we've now decided to move it up beside the house, and we're going to fill it with the items of our home. But I really hope that this house does not need a 40 feet sea can container to hold all the contents of our home. I hope that it's way less. So to prep for the move, I thought I would do a heavy-duty declutter now. I've already been decluttering, but as I look around, I'm like, I don't want to take these coffee tables. I don't want to take the desk in the office. And talking about the office, I have bookcases that had tons of books on them that I have already gotten rid of and pared down to only the books I want to move because man, books are heavy.
Oh, there's some serious paring down to do. So come join me and Harper in today's video. Hi, if we haven't met before, my name is Keri, and there's nothing I love more than a house and gardening and saving money and finding an awesome deal. I've been married for 24 years. I have 2 children, and this is the biggest change for me. My second child, now a young adult, has just moved out of the house. And what I've realized is that this was a great house to raise my kids in. I love it here. It's large, there's a large basement, there's tons of rooms and bathrooms. And with only my husband and I at the house, this house makes no sense for my life. It's too big for only 2 people and Harper, our dog. The process of becoming an empty nester, the urge to move into a house that fits better is high on our list. So I've started decluttering with the idea of, do I want to move this to a different house?
Like, look at that old camcorder. What am I supposed to do with that? If you have any ideas, I know that there are videos on there that we definitely need to keep, but do I want to move that to the next house? That's a really good question.
Wow, not a lot of things pass that test.
So let me talk about this big pile that I'm working on right now. These are all the clothes that I'm donating today. I'm going to put them in a bag right now for a couple reasons. Number one, I've never grabbed them. You know, they've sat there and I just don't pick them up, or I pick them up and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like the fabric. And I have so many clothes in my closet that I need to get rid of some of them. So into the garbage bag they go. I'm going to take them into town, and there are donation bins where you can donate clothing for people who are in need. And I'd much rather give them away to somebody else who would rather use them.
We have got rid of so many books. This is now just the last trailing things, a few things I've moved from other rooms. Like, I don't know what to do with this. We have some of the boxes packed up. The books have mostly been cleaned up, but this is where we're getting down to now. Some of these things like pom-poms. I mean, I'm not using pom-poms anytime soon. These pencil grips, like, these are just things I need to go through. I mean, oh, had to use lots of these. Apparently this one never got used. This one is a heavy duty one. But batteries and paint, a whole bunch of envelopes for mailing. Oh man, I'm showing you all this stuff. And then we've got our pencil crayons and crayons down to this, but I just don't need them.
And now I have no kids that use these. And also, crayons are really cheap. I'm looking at things like this and I'm thinking, I can let this go. What a bizarre period of life to be in, that I don't need this anymore. And I don't want to move it to a new house. And I know what you're thinking. Like, well, what about when you have grandkids and they come? Well, who knows when that's going to happen in my life.
Here's a question. I've got piano books. So many things the kids were practicing. Christmas carols. And it's like, I don't want to get rid of these things because, I mean, I spent a lot of money on all these books, and yet we no longer have a piano. That was one of the first pieces of furniture we got rid of because our kids aren't playing them. So what do? You've got things like luggage. True, these are the kids' luggage, but it's still at our house, and so they are going to need to take it. But guess what? Mom and Dad are storing it for them in the meantime. This is a crazy time when you have your young adult things here at your house, but they don't belong to you. They belong to them, but they're living in an apartment and they don't have the space for it.
So we actually found another place that is smaller. It has a little bit of land because I love living on an acreage, and I can't go back to living in the city like I did when I was growing up in Edmonton. We will not be staying in central Alberta. We are moving further north, closer to Edmonton and our kids actually, but on an acreage outside of the city limits. So as I move through this whole process of decluttering and packing up, and what am I willing to move is the question. We are moving into a 2-bedroom place, a garage suite actually, with the plan to build a bungalow. I've built 3 homes in our married life and I love the process, so I'm really looking forward to that. Now, I said earlier in the video, the crayon bin needs to go, and I'm going to make a donation pile and a trash pile and things like this that I can donate. Our town dump has what's called a drop and swap, so I can think things like home decor and furniture there. Like, why do I have 10 million pens? More pens and pens and
Pens and pen boxes. So I know that I can take these and donate them to an organization that can use these pens.
I have my husband's wall of all of his Oilers stuff, and yeah, there's sticky notes on there because it's like, can we sell those on Facebook Marketplace? We don't need all of the photos. There's no way in this next house that they are going on any wall in our house that we'll be living in. Maybe in the house that we're building, but in the 2-bedroom apartment, nope, these are going to stay packed up in boxes while we're living there. To go to the store and buy some more packing tape because I need some more.
The back of my car is full of donations right now. I threw away a couple bags into the garbage and I'm feeling more prepared to move. As the time gets closer, I like to sell the big items on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm definitely going to keep the 2 beds. The kids took their beds when they moved out. It's the little stuff that's been jam-packed into the closets and packed into drawers that's just kind of a lot. So honestly, the last piece of the puzzle for us is to actually move all of these boxes into our sea can and empty this house down to the minimum so that it's ready for the house showing and to sell. So if you have any questions about our upcoming move, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'd love to talk about them. And so I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today while I try to declutter some parts of my life. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.